So I figured while I'm in here looking to replace the steering column so that I can get a gear shifter for my automatic transmission and a neutral safety switch so that I could start the motor safely, I figured I might as well take out the clutch pedal because I won't be using a standard transmission in this car. So let's see how this goes. I think the first thing I need to do is remove this guy. And you're viewing from where let me back in. So, steering column, the gauge cluster would be here. So it's sort of a bird's eye view looking down into the dashboard. Let's see here. All right, that looks to be see if we can get that out. Well, that might require some more ugly-uggus. And some penetrating lube, maybe. That's 9/16. Time to upgrade our gain here a little. Can we even get this in here? A little tight under the dash. That's good enough. All right. Stick this in through here. Really only get one hand in here at a time, so let's see how this goes. Can't get another hand in there. All right, that's off. And we separate, unseparate, separate. Alright. So I think I'm gonna have to pry this apart. Come on. Alright, maybe I can just hammer that through and get a hammer. Yeah, there's some rust on the end. It's keeping that from going through. At least from what I can see. Where does this slip off? And that looks like that should just slide on through. Yeah, I think that's all it is. It made very little difference. It kicked up an awful lot of dust. What else we got? See if that makes it any easier. That bolt don't work either. Alright, let's try this another way. Goes the flashlight. This will be better here. Yeah, that's good. Alright, so wrong size socket. Come on, get on there. It's gonna slip. Alright. Let's try this another way. Where were we? This doesn't want to come out. And while I'm in here, I should probably take out all of the wiper controls, because I'll be upgrading this to electric. And these cables will disappear. So I think some of this is broken anyway. But regardless, it needs to come out. So can I just get these out? Let's see what's going on over here. Of course, these are all jammed. Can I disconnect any of it? No, not yet. Not yet. Alright, I'll have to monkey with that later. So I think when I tried to hammer the pin through, I mean the shaft, I think when I tried to hammer the shaft through, it expanded these a little bit and it's locking this bolt in place. I wonder if I can hammer this back onto the shaft, if that'll release some of the pressure. like it was going to for a minute there, but it stopped. What's going on here? There's sort of a sweet spot in here, it seems. Yeah, that's it. Where there isn't as much tension on this bolt. But then it gets tight again. So maybe it's just a wear, I don't know. Okay, cool. The bolt's out. Yeah, there's a pretty good groove worn in this bolt. Right in here. So that's probably what was keeping it stuck on the shaft. Let's see if this comes off any easier now. A lot of wear on that shaft. Like so. No, it didn't move much at all. Alright. Let's see what else we got. I mean, there isn't a whole lot you can pry against in here. It's like all formed sheet metal, and I don't want to risk bending anything. So, what do we got here? And I could just cut this off here, but I really don't want to. I'd like to keep this. Maybe somebody else can use it. How do I get that out? I could just keep hammering it. Yeah, I knew that wasn't going to be so easy. What else can we try? That did nothing. Alright. What I really need to do is splay these open somehow. And that's not going to be easy, given where it is. I think I mushroomed the head of the shaft a bit when I hammered it. Which is probably why it's giving me so much grief. It seems to be coming. Try the ball peen side. All right, so back to my original plan. If I can spread this one out a little bit, I think I might be able to get a fighting chance. Goddamn trucks. What's with rednecks and loud mufflers on pickup trucks? Come on. Come on. Pop. I'm going to slip off and take the flashlight with it, I bet. Come on, baby. Get off there. Come on. There we go. Alright, I saw some movement on the bottom half. Gotta get the top half off. Alright. To top and bottom, trying to take it off evenly. Don't fry one side too much more than the other. How am I making out here? It's still hung up on something. Alright. What do I want to do here? I think I'll just keep trying. There we go. It's off now. Alright. Now I got this little bushing here. It has to come off. I'll try it the same way. I'll just keep sliding this over. Well, that's all I want to give. Alright. At least I got the lever off. It's a good start. What else? What else can I get in here? And this is probably as good as any way to do it. Except it doesn't seem to be doing any good. Alright, let's get this bushing back on. Alright, so I slid the bushing back on. Yeah, I can feel that the edge slightly mushroomed out, just a little bit. That doesn't do any good, but let's put some more lube on here. It certainly can't hurt, that's for sure. And let's give this a full head of steam. See what happens. And it made absolutely no difference. It's easy enough to get this back over. I can really feel it right here. Maybe I could just follow that off by hand. Alright, so I got a burr right here. that a shot. It did make a difference, but not a tremendous difference. There we go. What's this nonsense with the nut? That might be a bushing. Bushing, if indeed that's what it is, it's going to be pretty worn, so I don't know if this is a nut or what. I think it is. It seems to go all the way through. Alright, that might be a half inch. Something's very loose. Why is that spinning so easily? It must be turning whatever's inside. Oh, this is going to rattle like a bitch in there if I don't get it out. Alright, so it feels like there's a coiled up spring up inside here, which is very loose. So if I don't get this out, I'm not going to be able to get that out. If that happens, that thing's going to rattle like a bitch. But this nut just seems to be spinning way too easily. I don't think it's coming off. No, I think that's just spinning what's ever inside. And I don't feel... Alright, well the GoPro shut itself off and decided to turn itself back on. I was able to get that bolt out. I stuck a wrench up from behind. I was able to grab the back. So now I'm trying to get this guy out, which I believe holds that spring in. And this is putting up a little bit of a fight here at the end. Hit it with some lube. If I can get the damn straw in there. Get in there. There you go. I'm gonna put some more lube on here. Hammer that back in. See if that lube helped any. And it kind of wants to rotate, but then it doesn't. Something's holding it up in here. Something just popped. Ouch. Oh, the pin's out. Let's see if we can get that spring out now. No, what's that about? Oh, shit. Well, turns out that also holds the brake pedal in, which I was not aware of. So, alright. I think that spring's broken. Might as well take the brake pedal out, see what the hell's going on up in here. Alright, what else we got under here? Bring you guys down underneath. And how are we gonna do this? hold. Can we do an upside down cam? No. Let's just try this. How's that? And we get some light. Alright. There's just a few things I want to take out here. Whatever nonsense is going on up here. I dropped my 9/16. Is this 5/8? No. Of course. The magnet that's holding my microphone on keeps hitting the car, so bear with me. Alright, that's not gonna work. This looks like a wheel stud. I don't know what the hell this is. Is this factory for where it was, or is this a wheel stud? It looks like a wheel stud. This car's just full of surprises. Alright, so we got that out of the way. Pull this pin out of the backside. Get the brake pedal off. Alright, that's just the cotter pin. There we go. Alright, cotter pin is out. Just slide that pin through. Everything's just putting up a fight today. Come on, man. I can't see what I'm doing. Different angle. Where are we? Get in there. Come on, baby. Something just shot across the floor. Stop it. Come on. It's almost all the way through, too. Here we go. All right. Now, let's see what this mess is all about. cylinder out? I might. Yeah, probably. Alright. It's turning into be way more of a project than I expected. I should just take the master cylinder off. Alright, I'm going to do that. Master cylinder is on. And there goes the brake pedal. Alright, let's see what was going on up in here. The brake pedal that I just took out. And there was this spring in here. Actually, that might have been for the brake pedal. I'll have to look it up and see. But I'm not sure. Anyway, it was riding in there. Like so. Either this way or this way. I'm not sure which. I'll have to look that up. Anyway, it was flopping around in there pretty loosely. And Jesus, is this weld broken? Rather odd looking weld here. I don't know if you can see that, but it looks like there's a gap right on the edge of the weld. Anyway, see if I can find these bushings, replacements. They look to be plastic. Yeah, all this should be replaced anyway now that I'm in here. So I'll find out what the deal is with that. I'll find out what the deal is with this spring. I really think it was for the clutch. For the clutch pedal. I don't think it's for the... I don't know, I mean it could be. Well, we'll see. Either way. I had to take it out because it was jiggling around. Now I gotta blow my nose because my allergies are killing me. Alright, so that big pin went in like so. Goes in like so. And everything's contorted because this popped out. Back in. This back in. So this is the pin I was fighting with. And it's just a single bolt here. This could very well be for the brake pedal, but either way, it was flopping around up there, really loose. So again, I'll find out what the deal is, if this is for the brake pedal or for the clutch pedal. I really think it's for the brake now that I look at it. At any rate, something wasn't right. I don't think it should be flopping around like that up in there. It was very loose. So, I don't know if maybe I need a new spring with more tension on it. Because it's just so old, but at any rate, so I'm looking at maybe a new spring, definitely new bushings. Although I don't really feel any slop in here. Yeah, kudos to Gion for that one. So, we'll see. I got a little bit of looking up to do. I gotta go spend some time with the missus anyway, so. And it's lunchtime. So, check it back in later. Since I'm wiring the motor, and this is just to get it running, so I'm just looking for charging off the alternator, ignition for the HEI, and a start to the starter. I have like a $14 cheapo O'Reilly's ignition switch I temporarily put into the dash. That has to be wired. No big deal there. But you know, this kind of goes down a bit of a rabbit hole. If I'm going to start the motor obviously I want to make sure that the transmission is in park or neutral. I don't currently have brakes in the car. So, in order to rectify keeping the car in park or neutral, which I could just do down with the transmission itself, I say that because there's no linkage between the column shifter and the transmission at the moment. So, I have a new column. Real nice chrome I did it column. Has a correct shift mechanism, I believe. Everything on it works great. It's practically brand new. I had another video on the repair of that. But at any rate, this is one of those things where might as well. If I'm going in the dash to do some wiring, and if I need the shifter linkage hooked up, which currently, what's in the car is incorrect, and because it's incorrect, it would actually take work to make it work. Meaning, I'd have to do some finagling with this lever here. Again, it's wrong for the car. I think this column, I'm not even going to venture and guess what this column came out of. But it's not from a 57 Chevy. I think that's obvious just looking at it. It doesn't fit right. There's all sorts of butchery that was done for mounts. Basically, somebody took some what do you call that? Some bar stock, I guess you could say. Drill holes in it, welded it to the side of the column, and that's what's holding the column in. That's all that's holding the column in. In addition to that, there is some pretty bad booger welds up here for the gearbox. So my point is, instead of monkeying around with all that, I might as well get it as close to the end result. It'll give me a good opportunity to do a mock-up, but if I'm going to do it, I might as well do it the right way. And I don't mind taking it all out again later. That's fine. So while I'm also in the dash, I might as well take out all of this wiper nonsense as well. I'll be replacing all of this with an electric system. I forget the name of the company. I think it's Rain Gear or Rainmaker or something like that. So we'll do that. I don't have a wheel yet for the column. I don't have a steering wheel yet. So I think temporarily I can reuse whatever wheel this is from. I might just have to drill a hole for the horn button. But I don't even need the horn to work. So, I mean, not yet anyway. This obviously wouldn't be the final steering wheel. I just want something temporarily until I can, to get me through to the interior phase where I can get a real steering wheel put in. What else? So I'm going to do all that with the motor in the car already. Then I might as well do the control arms. I've already got those. I need to use the weight of the motor anyway for final ride height with the suspension. I don't have shocks yet. I do have a master cylinder. I do have spindles and brakes for the front. So I might as well just do it all while I'm in here. And once all that's done, I should end up with, I think, brakes, decent steering. Oh, I also have a new gearbox. And a proper shifter on the column. And then I should be comfortable enough to start the car. The amount of butchery in this car is just unreal. Alright. Alright. in theory, the shaft should separate somewhere in there. Yes. All right. The column is now out. Steering wheel is off. Got more room to work in there. So I think I'll take out the wiper control, wiper mechanism. The camera's probably going to overheat again because, well, you know, it's GoPro. They're only hand tight. Unless the back is spinning. No, it's only hand tight. Okay. It's good. Grab the washer so we don't lose it. And this one's hand tight as well. Apparently somebody's been back in here as well at some point. So I'll just take this out. Lay it there for now. Put the nuts and washers back on so they don't get lost. So I will now do the same on the other side. Alright, onto the passenger side. I'm not sure if that'll be visible, but you'll get the idea. Alright, now I'll be able to slide that out. Alright, both sides are out now. Now I can take out the center section. Alright, so the center section's out. And it should just be a matter of disconnecting these cables. A lot of crust in here, but whatever. Disconnect these guys. Now we're free. Have to clean up that mess later. Now I should be able to take out these guys. And I should probably mark these. This was the driver's side. So we got driver's side. And passenger side. Looks like a number 8. There we go. This is a little bit better. The wiper mechanisms are out. The column is out along with the steering wheel. It's separated. I ordered new bushings for, let's see if we get some light under here. Alright, what's that? So I ordered these bushings up here along with a rubber strap. And now that everything's accessible, I should take out the brake light switch. It's seized as well. It's pretty shot. Let's take that out since I'm in here too. Alright. Yeah, I don't know if this plunger broke. Looks really rough on the end. Probably snapped off. But regardless, no way I would reuse that anyway for something as important as a brake light. Alright, more trash. Bolt sleeve and a bushing and a washer. And like I said, I ordered new ones, so I should be getting all of this. I think that sleeve is actually rusted inside, or yeah, the bolt's actually rusted inside the sleeve. Alright. This one actually slid right off. And then I guess we got, what else? Another rubber bushing back there that's kind of petrified. Alright. Can't get my hand in there. One probably 3-year-old bushing, 66-year-old bushing, I guess. And let's get this one out. They slide out better through the side. Yeah, that's pretty petrified. 66-year-old rubber. All right, so like I said, I've got a new set coming in for that. So no point in keeping these. They're as bad as I thought they might be. I figure anything that might squeak, rattle, make noise, any kind of bushing, I'm replacing it. I don't want to deal with, I hate squeaks, I hate rattles, I hate all that. So since I'm in here, I might as well get everything I can. Man, these are pretty rusted up here too. There's a lot of moisture in this car. A lot of moisture. But I think overall, where's my light? Bring the camera up inside here. So up underneath the dash on the driver's side, it looks pretty solid. There seems to be like one part of the car that the evil geniuses that worked on this thing throughout the years just didn't touch. I mean, other than removing stuff, but the point is, there's no booger welds, there's no sawzall blade marks anywhere. I don't see anything rusted through it. So it looks fairly solid. Unfortunately, I'm going to have to take it all out, I think. And this is where I go off on a tangent, but I'm here, so. I'll call this part, this vertical section of sheet metal, the firewall. I'll call this sloped part, back out. The sloped part here, the toe board. I know they come from the factory as one piece, and I will order a one piece to replace all of it.